G'day and welcome to Campr. On today's show, the Queensland Outback, where to go and what to do. We'll catch up with the OQTA boss at the latest 4x4 show in Brisbane. A chance to win the ARB awning, but now let's take a moment in time. A sunset on the New South Wales North Coast. One of my fondest childhood memories was fishing with my granddad as a young boy of about 5 or 6 years of age around the entrance in New South Wales. We'd fish Tuggerah Lakes for flathead, bream and whiting, and I loved fishing from the jetty. Well, it's all coming back to me today as we wet a line from a similar jetty outside the fishing co-op at Evans Head on the New South Wales North Coast. Young Grant is an Evans Head local who hailed from Lismore originally and has definitely got the touch when it comes to fishing. This is Grant. Grant and I have just become very good friends. How are you, mate?
All right, how you going?
Nice to meet you. So, now, I didn't know, but these cod are actually protected species in New South Wales. Yeah, wow. Because we catch them hand over fist in Queensland.
I didn't even eat them.
Yeah, absolutely. But they're, $3,000 fine for taking one of those?
Something like that.
Is that right? Now, you're a local here at Evans Head?
Nelly, yeah.
Yeah? How long have you been here?
Oh, my dad bought a block of land over here back in the 70s, and we used to have a marine shop in Lismore and panel beating and spray painting, and I love me fishing.
Well, mate, I can tell, and you're very good at it. I'll let you get that cod back in the water, and then he's going to show us how to catch some of the biggest bream you've ever seen. Evans Head is a fishing mad town, perched on the mouth of the Evans River, and for these local fellas, this is a daily ritual of fishing and fellowship.
Fishing here is not real good.
It's not?
No, it's terrible. And if you go swimming out along the beach, the sharks come and feed on you. And if you go around the headlands, the bloody death adders and the brown snakes will want to bite you. And of an afternoon, if you come down here, the mosquitoes and bloody sandflies bite you.
Yeah. Hey? He does a lot of work for tourism in the region, doesn't he? Hey? He knows what it's about. Don't worry about that. Locals only, this spot. Evans Head is also famous for its caravan park, one of the largest in the country, with close to 600 sites, and the location could not be any better. Nor could my accommodation on this trip. We're travelling in the Jayco Journey Outback from Brisbane Camperland. It's a luxurious way to spend a few days at the beach. The large queen-size bed, fridge and ensuite mean there's plenty of room for Karen and I to enjoy some quality time in a really special place. This is Jayco Journey's Outback model. Now the word Outback might conjure up some sort of scene of roughing it. Take a look around me. We've got shower and ensuite, large fridge. There's even a washing machine in this thing. You will not want for anything in the Jayco Journey Outback. Life really is about making memories, and I've got no doubt that this caravanning life that people talk about gives you plenty of scope to meet blokes like Grant and his mates down at the jetty. Grant's now sent me a few photos since I got back of some of his bigger catches around Evans Head, but he told me not to tell too many people about it, so we'll just keep that between you and I. Reflections Holiday Park is on the beach at Evans Head. The Jayco Journey is available from Brisbane Camperland.
Oh my God!
So our regular viewers will know that we love the Outback, and we love the Outback because we get great support from the Outback Tourism Authority. Peter Homan is he's the grand poobah out there in Longreach. Longreach's headquarters, isn't it?
It is indeed, mate. Yeah, centre of the Outback and centre of the Central West as well.
So it's a nice central point from which to embark on lots of adventures. Yeah. And the Outback, really, I mean, Outback Queensland is really, what a show like this is all about. Everybody wants to, rig their car up, get it right, and go bush, don't they? What are some of your favourite drives? Because many of these long highways are written into sort of folklore now, aren't they? You've got the Matilda way, and you've got the Warrego way, and the Adventure way.
Yeah. Well, I really like that country between Birdsville back up to Booyah, past Vaughan Johnson's Lookout. It's just magnificent territory.
Yeah.
And I love the Ada Vale over to Blackhall route. Not many people know about it. Sort of sandstone country and all that back part from Blackhall over back into Springshaw. Great country through there.
I think the natural assets, Pete, are one of the great parts of touring the bush. But there's also the historical stuff that goes with that. So we learn a lot about our, the pastoralists and the people that opened up that country, and also about the first landowners, the Indigenous people, the Indigenous population out there.
Yeah, look, the sandstorms and everything that come through there are quite amazing. So you have to take your hat off to those pioneers who first traversed it, explored it, and then built those townships. Wow.
I quite often think about that when I'm sitting in a comfortable 100 Series Land Cruiser or something with the aircon on, and a cold drink from the fridge in the back. How hard it must have been for these guys. Now there's some big news for the bush, which I heard about the other day. The Batuta pub is reopening. Is that true?
Absolutely. It'll be open in August, and they're leaving it exactly how it was. They're cleaning it up at the moment, so it's going to retain all its original character and all its original style. So people will love it, and they'll have fuel there. So for anyone going to Big Red Bash, or the races or coming back the other way, there'll be fuel at Batuta as well as a nice cold beer.
You mentioned a couple of events there. We talked about Big Red Bash and the Birdsville races. What other big events are planned for the Outback this year?
I've got the rodeo in August, so it'll be its 60th year at Mount Isa, the Mount Isa rodeo. So there's a lot of celebrations planned around that, and they've got something really special happening this year. And we've got Dirt and Dust coming up, Easter in the Country at Roma. So there's a lot of really good events. But another big one, mate, is Winton's Way at Westfest.
So you've got all of those events to choose from. They're all coming up in 2018. It's hard to believe. That calendar of events is almost as long as my arm. There are all great locations in themselves, but you can plan a route to get to those events and have a lot of fun along the way. And the best way to do that is to go to the OQTA website.
Absolutely, mate. outbackqueensland.com.au. And we've just put in this really new travel planner, so you can go, I want to go from Longreach back down through Windora and over to Birdsville, and it'll give you all the distances, give you what accommodations on the route, what you can eat along the route, all those really good things. Talk about Dion's Lookout and what beautiful country you've got around there. So it's a really good travel planner.
Look, honestly, his head might be in the city, but his heart is in the bush.
That's it.
Good on you, Pete.
Yeah, thanks, Dino.
Out of the Outback. Our next camper giveaway is a beauty, an ARB canvas awning for your next off-road adventure. Keeping you cool in the dry and dry in the wet, ARB awnings are a must-have for a day at the beach or a night in the bush. ARB awnings feature anodised height-adjustable telescopic legs, Velcro ties, all secured and free from the outside elements in a heavy-duty nylon reinforced PVC bag. Fully waterproof and with a UVP rating of 50+, the ARB awning comes in 3 sizes and is yours to win. Follow the link to enter the competition, and to increase your number of entries, just follow the prompts. The more entries you have, the more chance of winning, and you've got to be in it to win it. The prize will be drawn on Friday, August 3. Register now and good luck.